After the types of creative writing, we are going to discuss on the topic techniques used in creative writing. Which type of techniques we use in creative writing and what are the points we take in our mind when we write a creative writing. These are the points we always take in our mind. First, character development. Second is emotional appeal. Third is vivid setting. Fourth one is point of view. Fifth one is dialogues. Sixth one is metaphors and smileys. Seventh one is figure of speech. Eighth one is imagination language. First one is character development. What is character development? Character development is character of your story. When you write a script, you have so many characters in your mind. When you write a poem or you write a story, you write a movie script, you have characters in your mind. You always imagine that characters, that this character is suitable for this dialogue, this character is suitable for that dialogue. That are the characters which always present in your story. I give you one example about character development. In movie script, there is a hero, heroine and so many characters, mother, father, sister, brother. There are so many characters present in one movie. Why? When you see that character, you easily relate each character with each others. When you see a movie, there is a mother, there is a father, there is a sister. The mother is plays their role and the main characters are plays their important role. Sister is plays their role. Why? Because every movie wants to relate that story with your story. If you see a movie, you see that the character lives with each other very happy family or very sad family or poor family. Why? Because they want to target with local audience, they want to target their audience. Every family have mothers, fathers and sister, brother. So when a person see the movie and see the mother or see the father is happy or father is sad, they relate with their life, with their father. This is the development of character in every script. Now, the second point is emotional appeal. What is emotional appeal? Emotional appeal is a very heavy and very useful element of every story. Emotional appeal is directly connected to their audience because with the help of emotional appeal you force your audience to see that particular story or to read that particular story. If the reader reads the novel, if the novel are sad, if the novel is very sad and that story is very emotional, so the reader is very pressurized to read all the story and think about that story, that why is character do this and why that character do that thing. This is called a emotional appeal. We appeal our audience to connect with our story very easily. Now, third point is vivid setting. What is vivid setting? Vivid setting is make your story more believable. Start believe on that fiction story very easily. Our director choose so many places, so many areas, so many weathers. Why? Because they want that their audience start believing on that script, on that scene. This is the power of movie, that you are crying after seeing an emotional scene. This is the power of movie. You start very aggressive after seeing a pathetical scenes. This is called a creative writing. This is called a creative script. Whenever you see a particular scene and you start reacting, you are getting emotional, you are getting angry, you are getting very depressed. This is the power of a script and this is the power of scenes and other things and other fictional things. You start imagining and you start believe on that particular scenes. Now, fourth point is point of view. What is point of view? Why it is necessary? Point of view is very important in your story writing. Why? When you write something, when you plan something, you always have a point of view. what is the point of view of writing that particular story, what is your point of view writing that particular thing. So point of view is very important in your writing, that you have point of view, that you are writing such stories, that you have point of view, that you are writing such poems. You always have point of view, what you think about that particular topic. This is very important for your script writing or for your poetry writing, for your movie script. In every writing, your point of view, your perception is very important. Now, fifth one is dialogue. What is dialogue? Everyone knows that dialogue. What is dialogue? In movies, in plays, in Nukkad Natak, there are so many things. The dialogue is very important. If the dialogue is not there, then the movie is nothing. Then you can't describe that particular script without dialogue. Dialogue is creative. If the dialogue is creative, then your script is creative. When a movie writer, when a script writer writes a movie, they have so many characters, they have so many dialogues, every character have their own dialogues. Dialogues makes the story useful, powerful and meaningful. If you writing a dialogue, you always have point of view that the dialogues is related to each other. The dialogue is very meaningful. If you write a dialogue for main character, so you have point of view that you are writing dialogue for their mother, for their sister, for their parents. So when you imaginate, when you think about your family, then you write something about that particular scene, then you write about that particular thing. So the point of view is important. This is directly connected to the point of view or dialogue. If you have point of view, then you write something very useful and meaningful. Then you write a dialogue very creative for your script. Now the next topic is metaphors and smileys. Metaphors is a direct comparison between two things. For example, we can say that her smile is like sunshine. It is a direct comparison between sunshine and her smile. But in smileys, you compare between two things. For example, her smile is bright as a sunshine. This is in metaphor case, you compare directly, but in smileys case, you compare between two things. Now we come to our next point, figure of speech. What is figure of speech? Figure of speech are praise and proses you use in your writing. There are so many dialogues that you memorize after watching the movie. In Bollywood movies, audience always remember one dialogues, and every movie carries their special figure of speech that audience always memorize that movie by their dialogue. Now our next point is imaginative language. What is imaginative language? Imaginative language is your imagination, that you imagine each character, settings, plots, scenes, each and everything, and start writing by taking that point in your mind. So today we discuss about what are the techniques we used in creative writing. So that's all for today. Hope we meet in our next lecture soon.